this. Well, actually, let's say that, and change the font to be something more fantasy. Maybe that'll do for now, I guess. Oh. Okay. Grass sound. Max. Yep. I guess all this is good for now. New game. Easy difficulty, requires minimal micromanagement, and easily forgives mistakes in combat. It is strongly recommended for those who are new or recently returning to real-time party-based RPGs. The normal difficulty requires strategy and efficiency, but forgives a few mistakes in combat. It is not recommended for newcomers to real-time party-based RPGs. Hard difficulty is suited for Infinity Engine veterans who are looking for a challenge. I really just want to see the story. I played a lot of Baldur's Gate and stuff. Am I looking for a challenge? I don't want to be frustrated. Yeah. Alright. Since it's my first playthrough, we'll say normal for now. Okay. This is just like Baldur's Gate. Alright. So we might get through character creation and then maybe a little bit of the game, first part of the game. But I won't be streaming a whole lot more tonight. So male, yes. Next. Humans get resolve +1, might +1. Resolve is the character's internal drive, determination, fearlessness. Might is a character's physical and spiritual strength, brute force, and their ability to channel powerful magic. Aumaua. So cat-like races. Might +2. Dwarf. Might +2. Dexterity +1, which is hand-eye coordination, balance, grace. Constitution +1. Combination character's overall health and stamina. Elf. Dex +1. Perception +1. Ability to pick up on details and senses. Orlin. Resolve +1, might +1, perception +2. Yee, godlike. Dex +1, intellect +1. Logic and reasoning. I don't usually ever go human. I think it's boring. Usually go elf. But there's some different races here that are pretty interesting. Especially godlike. I will probably go elf, just because I'm used to elves. Elves are the dominant race in Ir Glanfath, and the white that wins, and are extremely common in the Deerwood and Adir. Elves are known for their speed and intelligence, as well as common isolationist nature. Let's just go down this path and see. So wood elf, pale elf. Wood elves have a distant advantage against any enemy that is more than 4 meters away. Wood elves gain bonuses to accuracy, deflection, and reflex. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna be as far as a class. Elemental endurance. All pale elves have increased burn and freeze damage reductions. If I want to be like a fighter, this is a pretty awesome choice, seems like. Whoa. I mean, how do you not pick one of these? Silver Tide. Every encounter when reduced below 75, 50, and 25% endurance, moon godlike generate waves of healing moonlight that restore endurance to them and their allies. I'm going to go with a fighter. So I'm going to go with one of these guys. Aumala. So these are coastal Aumala, and they live in the northern hemisphere, lands that conquered by pushing Theerton, Natlan, and Orlan communities out. Coastal Aumala gain bonuses to defend against prone and stun effects. Okay, class. Fighter. Actually, I'm going to be an elven monk. I keep changing my mind, but I keep looking at stuff and it... Pale Elf. It's unclear how long ago the Pale Elves came to Glamflin. Pale Elves at Glamfelin came to the southern polar regions of the world, but they have lived there for at least 12,000 years. Most stationary ethnic groups in the known world. They are rare in all northern lands, and most people consider them exotic. Monk. Monks belong to a variety of fighting orders that have sprung up in Ixamiddle and the Eastern Reach over the past few centuries. Common folk respect the incredible discipline of monks, but see them as an odd, unpredictable bunch who may not be entirely sane. Starting ability, Transcendent Suffering. When monks have no weapons equipped, their unarmed attacks are exceptionally powerful and continue to increase in damage as they gain levels. Wounds. As monks are damaged, their pain generates wounds. Wounds can be used to power many of the monks' special abilities. Stealth +1, Athletics +1, Survival +1. Endurance, 42 + 14 per level. Health, 6 times endurance. Accuracy, 30 + 3 per level. Deflection, 25. Okay. Monk abilities. Monk abilities cover an array of effects to bolster the effects of their melee attacks, protect the monk from afflictions, or turn the tables on attackers. Most monk abilities are powered by wounds, but some simply have per encounter or per rest use. Swift Strikes. The monk's hands become a frenzied blur of attacks, increasing their attack rate for a brief period. Yes, please. Torment's Reach. This ability exploits the shared bonds of universal suffering between all beings. The initial target is hit when a powerful blow that does additional crush damage. Enemies in a cone behind the target suffer crush damage and have their might reduced. Okay, I'm getting Swift Strikes. Attributes. Okay, con and dex are my preferred attributes. Might is a secondary. So, I got 15 points. Definitely won a lot of dex. Whoop. And so that would give me 17 plus 1, 18 dex, plus 24% action speed, and plus 16 reflex. Con of 15 plus 25% endurance and health, plus 10 fortitude, and 13 might, 9% damage, extra damage, and healing, plus 6 fortitude. Okay, can't go higher than 19, so that take one out of there and put one into. I'll be a little more perceptive. Culture. Let's see. The Adair Empire is currently the largest and most powerful force in this part of the world. With the Empire's colonies, resolve +1. Deadfire is home to the Boreal Dwarves, Almawa, and a mixed variety of other races. Deadfire Archipelago is the last stop for anyone headed east. A multitude of monstrous sea creatures infest the ocean beyond, making travel virtually impossible. Old Valia. Old Valia is now the crumbled remnants of an empire of warring merchant nations. Counting many humans and dwarves among their ranks, the old Valian countries are still forced to be reckoned with and are proud of their rich cultural heritage. I mean, I really want one that is Dex +1. And that would be that one. Dex or Might. Or Con. Dex, Might, or Con. I assume I can change my clothes. That really doesn't look like a monk, but okay. Background. Aristocrat. I'm not an aristocrat. Drifter. You'll never quite fit in no matter where you go. Each new town is just a place to rest briefly before moving on to the next. I like that. Explorer, hunter, laborer, mercenary, merchant, raider, slave. I like Drifter. I'm thinking of like a Kwai Jane Kane, like Kung Fu monk kind of thing. Stealth +1, mechanics +1. Mechanics. Skill makes it easier to open locks and find and disable traps. That's fine. Appearance. Primary color, green. Secondary color, orange. Skin. Hair. Ooh. One moment. Sorry. My son fell out of his bed. Okay. Going good, dude. Oh, he's fine. He's 3 years old, and his bed is literally 6 inches from the ground. He just sometimes randomly falls out of bed. Yes, Doom is complete. Finally. It was a stressful few sessions. Hopefully this is a more thank you, JRod5009, for the follow. Hopefully this is a less stressful playthrough. So I'm going with Elven Monk. Dwarven Dad may get that. Sorry, Dwarven Monk. Elf Monk. Pale Elf Monk. Drifter. Yes. Perrin's Starflower. That's pretty suave. I need one with no hair. Holy Lord, look at that. Okay, there we go. No facial hair. Maybe? Alright, now over here. Wow, there are 99 portraits. Oh! Well, that doesn't look like my guy. Yes, it's perfect. Yeah. Only bald in the back. It's the reverse mullet. Now we're into the females. I'm gonna go with hair. I really like that one. Not that one. There we go. If you came across that dude on the street, you'd be intimidated. Yeah, I can spend... The deeper the character creator, the longer I spend messing around. Like the Fallout games, or maybe it was Mass Effect, I just spent literally an hour customizing my guy. Okay, this isn't gonna match it ever, so I'm just gonna pick... Yeah, Skyrim was the same. Geralt. I'm just gonna go with this and say that it was my younger self before I was all grizzled. There. Didn't sound very benevolent. Oh, is the sound? Okay, I'll fix that once we're done here. I have heard of Avowed. I don't know a whole lot about it. I think they just announced it, correct? That's right, Obsidian makes that. Yep. I know that they're working on the next Elder Scrolls game. I don't know if it's Skyrim 2, but I know they're working on Elder Scrolls 6. Blah 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 blah. He nods toward a looming black mass on the hillside. I've not tried Elder Scrolls Online. Oh yeah, I'm not a big MMO guy, but I've played Daggerfall, I've played Skyrim, I've played Oblivion, I've played Morrowind, I've played most of the single player Elder Scrolls games. I just never really got into the MMO. Springberry. Skyrim's my favorite. The first one I ever played was Elder Scrolls Arena, and then Daggerfall I played the most of. Okay, I need to help somebody who's sick. Where would I find these berries? Is it dangerous out here? Blah, blah, blah. Your character's attributes, skills, class, race, culture, and sex may open up all options for you in dialogue. The manner in which someone responds to your choice depends on their individual personality and attitude. Uh, I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'm going to call you 1NSH. Thank you for the follow. Yes. Yeah, a lot of it was auto-generated. And that was the first game I... Alex. Alright, awesome. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Well, that makes sense, yeah, now that I look at it. Yeah, Daggerfall, that was the second one I played, and you could get bit by a werewolf, you could become a vampire. It was just super cool, all the different things you could do. I thought it was ahead of its time. I might keep... Mm-hmm. I got all of the achievements in Skyrim, and I still didn't touch everything that was in that game, I'm certain. What are those ruins? Who did build the ruins? What kind of weather do they get out here? Huge rocks? Go take care of those berries. Oh. Okay, he finds a woman who has spent the journey nights sleeping on uneven ground without a blanket or pillow. Kalisa. Well, so 100% achievements in Skyrim isn't... It's not much of anything, really. I mean, reach a certain level, kill a legendary dragon, things like that. But there's still so much more you can do in that game. I'm no weakling. Yeah. Collect all the spring berries to concoct a remedy. If this is your first visit, you enter. Okay, great. Kalisa is a fighter. A class excels at close quarters defense. Use her abilities can complement your own. Should be like Baldur's Gate, I would think. Yep. Sweet. Moving. Multiple selected. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get any cabbages, Dwarven Dad. that was just you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm loving it so far already. It feels very familiar. Just a little more polished. So... Giant miniature space piglet. Okay, why do I have that? This tiny titanic pig has an otherworldly appearance that seems to be at odds with its endearing behavior. It follows you dutifully and requires nothing in return save companionship. Okay. Gown's Pledge. Ring. Grants Gown's Pledge. 2 per rest. Plus 15 endurance. Okay. Cloak of the Obsidian Order. I'll take that. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, Fallout had that same perspective. Kind of the 3/4 isometric view. Most people are neutral or friendly. You can interact with them by clicking on their selection circle. The merchant Heoden has a conversation that opens a store with equipment for sale. Okay. Oh, sound. So effects and voice are all the way up. I'm not sure. Can you guys hear it okay? You don't hear it at all. Okay, hold on. Let me quit the game and try again. Can you hear sound now? Weird. Properties, device. Should I run it as administrator? Because I'm not. I could try that. No? Should not. Yep. I wouldn't think so. No. Well, I mean, it should be desktop audio, I would think, which is what Doom was running through. Let me look at options in the game. I mean, that's full volume on everything. Okay, let me see if there's a known issue with this. Well, one thing I could try is restarting OBS. Let me do that real quick. I'll have to stop streaming. BRB.